want to get closer. I mean, it's pretty shallow, but I can move over.
Oh, you're good.
Okay, come on back. I'll help you out.
All right, you won't be able to see me. We've got 3 minutes until line's in. We're out at Clear Lake at the Native Big Bass Power Hour tournament. Hopefully my GoPro's working. Been having some issues. I don't know if I got some water in it. We'll have to just wait and see when we get back. If we have any footage, we still have the rear camera going, so we at least have that. We're gonna go crazy this morning. Can't see it, but we're gonna start out with some top water. We're looking at 34 degrees, 6:13, 2 minutes. I've heard some activity while I've been sitting here waiting on the surface. So I quickly abandoned my dream of a topwater bite, as it was clear to me that those were just carp. Not gonna lie, this was a pretty tough tournament for me. I didn't catch any fish, but I just wanted to share my experience of the day and what I was doing that wasn't working. After throwing around the topwater for a little bit, picked up a chatterbait and I chucked that around for quite a while, but I just wasn't feeling it. Figured it would be a finesse type of day, so I switched over, started throwing a jig around, and man, it was absolutely freezing cold. So glad that I was able to have some of these hot hands packed on my kayak. They really came in clutch. I could barely feel my fingers. After a little while with nothing on the jig, decided to pick up the old trusty Senko, start throwing it around up in the shallows and up around these docks. Try to slow things down, find something, but still no luck with the wacky Senko. So I switched over to one of my favorite confidence baits, the Berkeley Fritside in a craw pattern. I chucked that thing around deep, I chucked it up shallow, around the docks, still no luck. After that I decided to throw around the little underspin with a Kayak on it. Same thing, I tried that up shallow, tried it deep off the ends of the docks, and still absolutely nothing. Although it was freezing cold, it sure was a beautiful morning out there though. Winds were nice and calm. Still no bites, decided to pick up a shaky head, something I've been getting a little bit of confidence in here lately. Again, I couldn't feel my fingers, so I decided to put these hot hands in my gloves. That turned out to be the right call. So after an hour of fishing up shallow, I decided I would try the jig out deep, see if I could find any schooling bass out a little bit deeper. Did come across this big mark on my graph here, and the shape of this mark actually looks like a fish. I don't know if that was a big giant catfish or something, but it sure looked like a fish. I tried several baits throughout the day, ended up taking the Chopo off pretty early and tying on this Megabass jerkbait. See if I could find them a little bit off the main point here, off this giant Thule point. Tried that around for a good little while, still nothing on that. And I decided to take the chatterbait off and try flipping around this spinnerbait. So listening to guys at the awards talk about how they caught them, seems like they were doing similar things, throwing spinnerbaits through the Thules. What I was doing, I threw it up shallow in the flooded timber and just never got anything to commit to it. Never even had a bite. I had this Adrenaline Craw Texas rigged on one of my poles. It really wasn't a flipping setup, but I just decided to start flipping the Thules with it just to see if I could produce any kind of pattern, any kind of bite, and never had any luck with that either. I heard people had success throwing big swim baits. Yeah, I tried that as well. I tried this 6-inch mag draft. know it's a tough day when they won't even bite a wacky Cinco. I threw that thing around at least 1,000,000 times. The only thing I managed to catch was some weeds.
Any luck?
Hell no. What about you?
No, at least the weather was nice.
Yeah, you've been over here all day. I figured you were crushing it.
Fucking just trying to fish everything I can.
I don't even think I've had a bite.
I think I had a bite.
I mean, I may have had one on a shaky head earlier today. It's crazy. Don has a 19.
Oh, nice. Oh, does he? That's good.
Yeah, that was the last time I checked it, so I don't know how he's doing since, but
Trying everything, but a lot of carp.
carp everywhere, man.
Yeah, everybody I talked to, they was like, they was skunking. But somebody's found them.
Somebody's found them, yeah.
It'd be interesting to see where they found them, you know, like where they fished.
Yeah.
It'll be the opposite of where we're at.
Yep.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go around this way. And
All right. Go. Hopefully the afternoon bite picks up.
right?
The water temps come up a little bit.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Well, nothing else, we got Mexican food.
Yeah, and like you said, beers and shot. Unfortunately, the afternoon bite did not pick up. I just decided to spend the rest of the afternoon throwing around the mag draft. Everywhere out here looked absolutely fishy. I was just trying to pick up one big bite to get one of those $1,000 checks for the big bass hour. But it didn't work out, but I absolutely had a great time. Ended up splitting an Airbnb with Demolition Fishing, Wayne Montano, and Donnie Bailey. Check out their channels. I'll leave them linked in the description below. I appreciate you coming along for this. Hopefully the next video we'll actually catch some fish. See you on the next one.